Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenogears! Last time we made our way through Dazzle and Citan took off with a buggy in search of parts. Very shortly after that we learned that there are pirates about, so in order to go after them we basically just head to the west here and into the desert. Now, these are the sand sharks I was talking about last time. Let's start by showing off Senretsu. It's a new death blow we learned there. And it does more damage than Ratchet. And can one-shot these guys. Ow. Now, for the most part, I'll be using different combinations to learn more death blows, so that I have to do as little grinding death blows as possible. That, and I really don't need the extra stuff to level up. I don't need the extra experience right now. However, I would recommend, because you're going to be going by yourself in here, to get to level 10 while grinding around with Citan before heading into Dazzle, which is why I did what I did. And because at level 10, of course, you learn Inner Healing, which gives you a healing ability, which you definitely want if you're by yourself, even if you do have items to heal with. So just keep walking into the desert, and eventually we'll hit a scene with gears. Too bad I don't have one of my own. Otherwise, yeah, good thing they didn't attack me. I would have been pretty screwed. Yeah. I don't blame you there, buddy. Might as well follow them. And that's pretty much what this is. Since there's no compass, no map for this area, just keep running, following things. And eventually, we'll get to the next scene. And now he's lost sight of the other gears. Thinking you could keep up with gears on foot was kind of a stupid thing, isn't it? What the hell would cause that much of a shadow? Okay. What the hell is that? Okay. Oh, that's a flying saucer. What the hell is this thing? And it's just, you know, casually floating by. What is this thing? Game? You're not going to explain anything. He ran automatically there, so you don't have to worry about that. And now we found more gears. Obviously, though, I don't think you're gonna be too lucky at that. So just kind of head in this direction-ish. I don't know. Oh, maybe I should have gone the other way. Either way. Just keep heading straight up, I guess, at this point. Okay, sorry about that weird cut. I had a weird glitch screw up everything, and it just kind of froze on me, so... it froze with the pause button on, and I could unpause it for some reason. Don't think I've ever seen that glitch before, so... Anyway... I basically got back to the same scene, so it's not like I cut out an additional screen or anything. So don't worry. You should just go through that second screen after the last cutscene and then get this line of dialogue. If not, I would have gone up. If you know, if you didn't, then that could have something to do with it. I don't really know. I haven't done a lot of dicking around in this desert, mainly because I'm by myself and EP is rather low at this point. I ran into way more enemies this time and had issues running away, which is what I was doing before. Especially when I fought the sharks, I had to fight a few more of them because they would not let me run away. I try and run away 6 times in a row and it doesn't work. I don't know. The escape rate of 50% doesn't seem to be 50% sometimes. Sometimes it'll work first time every time, sometimes it'll fail 6 times in a row. That caused him to crash? Just let me borrow this. I'm going to leave you out in the desert with no water, no way out, and yeah, you're going to die out here. Nice guy, that Faye. You can actually run into them, Ave soldiers in the desert, even though my guy doesn't listen. I'm ran into them in the last battle there. So, yeah, they have a chance of dropping Aquasol or Rose Sols. So there's an option there if you're interested. We'll be able to run into them a little more in a bit, but not in a very, not in a situation where you'd want to farm those items out of them. Just put it that way. Whoa. Oh, I'm in trouble now. Yeah, I'm in trouble now. Where's my gear? Oh, crap. Game? I need to run away now. How about that escape feature? I'd like it a little higher than 50% right now. Yeah, trying to make light. Whoa. Now, the funny thing is it's implied that Citan, inside of Welthal, just waiting for him to pop out, actually shot at these enemies, although he's not holding a gun, either in his hand or Welthal's hand, and Welthal does not have guns. So I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, Doc apparently managed to get all of his items, got back to fix the gear, got the gear, and came all the way back out here in the same amount of time it took Faye to just walk out here. Then again, Faye was on foot most of the time, so I guess that is conceivable considering Citan had the dune buggy and then had, you know, the gear to fly over it. Well, looks like we didn't take him right out, so I guess it's battle time. Hurry and do what? Oh. Speaking of which, he's a civilian, right? How the hell can he use Weltall at all? The only ones that are supposed to be able to use it are military, and apparently Faye. Weird. They really built it up as if, you know, no one can use these things, but no one that we know seems to be having any trouble using these things. Anyway, that sucks. These guys don't have a lot of HP. You can beat them with one death blow. Now that we've learned Senretsu, hurry up and attack me. You hit triangle, we'll have a second option, and there's almost no reason to ever use Raigeki anymore. Always use Grahf. It's much more effective, and it can one-shot these guys anyway. Unfortunately, you can't build up an attack level by using the charge feature, which is basically like defend. It recovers some of your spent fuel, 30 to be exact. But yeah, you can't really do much of anything with it right now. Anyway, let's finish this guy off with Grahf again, and that's pretty much all for him. I think they have 200 life, 200 HP, maybe a little more, 220, 250, I don't know. Anyway, we've leveled up again, and we get an extra AR, which is a piece of armor that we can equip on Gears. Now that we've kind of fought on Gears a couple of times, it's kind of becoming apparent that there's two types of battles in this game. There's your regular character battles, and then there's gear battles. And there's going to be two different features, or two different types of battles that we're going to be getting into throughout the course of the game. Well, that looks pretty gangster, sitting right in front of the moon like that. That's a cool looking moon. Hey, that gear, that's the one from Lahan, whatever. And this guy looks creepy as all hell. What is with that face and the weird thing dripping from his nose? Oh, that is gross. Ew. Oh?
Who are you? Who? Right. I know you. You killed her.
Who?
Her? No. It wasn't. Not me. You coward. It was you.
What? What is with all these cryptic scenes? And now we hear one of the creepiest themes in the game. And there are more than that. This theme is called Grahf, Emperor of Power. Or something to that extent, anyway. Seems to know my name already. You sent them purposely to awaken the power, to make contact with you. Yeah, you'll know that he was the gear in charge there that raised his hand, signaling one of the minor gears to shoot at Timothy, which triggered the whole big explosion and everything, right? Born out of tragedy. Are you trying to turn him into a new Batman? That's a Batman Beyond reference in case you guys missed it. Go watch that show. That show was fun. I believe the show came out before and then they turned it into a comic after the fact. Though I could be wrong. I heard that once. Though I've heard other things that may contradict that. So who knows? Anyway, the show is a lot of fun. Then again, I've always been a big fan of Batman, so... Everybody likes Batman. You did not lift a finger. Well, if you may have remembered what I just said, he did lift a finger. He lifted a finger to signal that someone should shoot at Timothy. So, yeah, you did lift the finger, but that's about all you did. Voice of desire from within you that craves destruction. Yeah. Now he's back to blaming someone else, but in this case, since that other someone else was intentionally trying to basically destroy everything, it makes a little more sense. What power? Destroy Mother God. Well, we just slipped into weirdness already. Grahf apparently wants to be with fate to destroy God? It is our destiny. Of course. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with this destroying God thing. You know Faye's father? Scream of death. Not enough power. That's weird. So, by that logic, guess what that means? Yeah, that weird pause thing just popped up there again. I didn't have to cut because it like paused on and off. It might be an issue with my controller, like one of the connections is like looped or something like that. If it becomes too much of an issue, I've got another controller I can use. So. You want to know the truth? Show me that you have attained a level of strength I require. Yeah, Grahf is kind of evil here. And it is boss time. This guy, now there's, I guess, I guess technically there's two different ways of going about this fight. This guy drains your fuel with his attacks, with some of them anyway, and he takes 0 damage from your base attacks, but takes some damage from your, what is it, your death blows. However, if you use your guided shot, you'll deal damage right away. If you do about 80 damage, yeah, it does it as a counter. So you do about 80 damage with the death blow and 0 damage leading up to it with all your attacks prior to. He only has 200 HP, so 4 of these and we've got it, so I don't think it really matters. I'm going to be right out of MP or EP, I think, after this, though, because I was using a bunch of CP for inner healing. Do note that even though you have access to your ether abilities in gear form, they don't always do the same thing. Inner healing no longer heals HP, it restores defense status. So if you have your defense broken, it's a status effect that I haven't really gone over them yet. Then you can restore it with that spell. But you can't restore HP in a gear in battle, at least not yet. Later we'll get not an ability, but an item that allows us to do that. But it's not really the most ideal situation. So we want to restore our fuel as much as possible, and our HP, for that matter. And to do that, we'll show off that in a little bit. We'll have access to it later. But for now, we'll just take down this worm here. Get 1,000 experience, and get an eyeball. Eyeball is like the scales that we got from the rank card. It's an item that is basically like loot. It's there for gaining money, and we'll have the ability to exchange them for money in, well, quite a bit later, but we won't be doing anything with them right now. I don't think we really need the excess money, so. Broken again? Oh. Well, surprising it lasted at all then. Oh, crap. The gear's broken now. I think we're hooped. I don't think there's anyone coming to save me this time. Faye? What are you doing there, bud? Now, after that whole sequence there, I think we get cutscenes? No, not right. Well, we do get cutscenes. I was thinking of anime cutscenes, though. Because I know there's a part in the middle of this upcoming scene where we can stop, and I'll probably use that point. It'll still mean the episode will be a little long, but not as long as, not the last one, but the one in the forest there. That one was way too long. Some of the scenes just seem to carry on for quite some time. And of course, if I stop the dialogue to explain something, it seems to take even longer. Anyway, time to wake up. Or not wake up. I guess that's to show that he's asleep. I'll try and be quiet during these cutscenes for the most part so you can hear the dialogue. Can't turn on subtitles, unfortunately. Well, I know who that is.
Let us join together.
But I don't know the other two.
I never thought we'd meet again like this. It must be fate. How ironic. But I'll never let you have him.
Huh?
Even if it kills me.
Who are those two? We know who Grahf is. Who are the other two? I have no idea. We will find out quite a bit later, though. Not particularly. That makes sense. I wouldn't expect you to look well after such a weird dream. Now, this is awesome. I'm gonna shut up and let you hear this song. Okay. This theme is called The One Who Is Torn Apart. You can see how this is going to make a lot of sense right now, right? Yeah, for the character of Faye. Anyway, if we continue here, we're in for a long sequence, so that's going to do it for this one. So anyway, that's all for this episode, and I'll see you guys next time.